The Union of BC Indian Chiefs, or UBCIC, says Canada continues to discriminate against First Nations women and children on the basis of sex, race, and family status. It blames the Indian Act, saying that for 148 years, it was used as an effective tool of forced assimilation. UBCIC and Heiltsuk Chief Councillor Marilyn Slett, along with a number of Indigenous women's groups, traveled to Geneva, Switzerland this past weekend, where they presented their research on the matter to the United Nations Committee on the Elimination of Discrimination Against Women. The UBCIC says between 1876 and 1985, the Indian Act legally defined thousands of First Nations women and their children as non-Indian if the women were married non-First Nations men. Yet, First Nations men could pass status to non-First Nations wives and their children. The groups call it a sexist legislative scheme that has brought racism, misogyny, and violence to Indigenous women for generations, and call it the root cause to the missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls crisis in Canada. The group wants Canada to end sex discrimination and repeal the rules regarding transmission of Indian status. They also want compensation and restored membership for all victims.